Am I the meanest? Sho'nuff. Am I the prettiest? Sho'nuff. Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town? Sho'nuff. Well, who am I? Sho'nuff. Who am I? Sho'nuff. I can't hear you. Sho'nuff. Shogun of Honda.
Who's the master? Sho'nuff. Yeah.
Bow down to your master. Yeah, coolie. Yeah, come on,
Woo! Sho'nuff, that does look pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Man, you've been hard at work over here and just getting us lined out,
Working on it.
picking a direction.
Yeah, come on, Leroy.
Sho'nuff, she gonna fly.
Yeah.
Sho'nuff, she gonna fly. That looks really good, dude.
Can you imagine with like an inch or two more inset?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, coolie. Kiss my Converse.
Hey everyone, Shawn here. I just want to start by saying I am so freaking excited to be getting on what I'm about to start working on.
Yeah.
It's been quite some time. Actually, I'd say December was the last time I physically actually worked on it. And I'm so excited. I'm jumping out of my skin. Just words can't even explain how excited I am. So, guess what we're working on today? Sho'nuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so today we're gonna start by dropping all the suspension off of here. So I'm gonna drop off the control arm, suspension, and the rear axle. Following that, we are going to drop the chassis back out of the body. I have a few little tiny touch-ups that just need to be finished up. And yeah, it's time to get this project rolling. Oh yeah. So yesterday went and picked up a whole bunch of sheet metal. We are gonna get this thing lined out with sheet metal, floor, tubs. Just get this thing enclosed, keep us separated from fuel, smoke, and all of the above. And let's make this thing go fast. What do you think, Brent?
Oh yeah.
Sho'nuff.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome, man.
So yeah, this is what we are getting back on today. And like I said, I am just belated and super excited to get back on here because it has been way too freaking long for me.
He's so pumped up right now.
Oh.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Camera's not even doing
Woo.
justice.
I could like jump on everyone's back and ride them around like a pony, but I'm not going to do that.
That's a little too far, bro.
But I am very excited. I just love to get back on cool race car projects like this. It's
Very
just
cool.
what I strive for. So I hope you enjoy this adventure with me.
Let's go.
Woo! Alrighty. And like that, she's out. There's the tube chassis. So including all the suspension bolts, steering column, and all the stuff I just had to unbolt, I think I pulled a total of 40 bolts. And then this thing was able to just drop right out. Takes a little finesse to get these bars right here past the lift because they're a little wider than the gap I have here. But there you go. There's another look at the inside of Sho'nuff hollowed out. while I have the chassis out, I got a few sheet metal welds I have to finish. So up in here, there's like these little diagonal bars that you can see right there. And they got seams from where I had cut the angle, and that's the old frame rail. I folded it up in, so now I just gotta weld a couple seams there. And then I got a couple little patches around the tunnel plate to patch in. I also have a few old AC holes and plugs that I'm actually gonna just spot weld a few metal plates into so we can clean that all up so we don't have holes in our firewall. And then I just have a little bit of other stuff to do. I got brake lines all on the way, and the brake lines will be getting mounted to the chassis because I got these fancy little weld-on tabs here that the hard line actually goes through. So I'll run it through, keep pulling it back, and then do my bends as necessary. Get all the hard line put in, and once I got all that in and the couple little last tiny welds I need to finish up, we're gonna paint her, stuff her back in, and do some sheet metal. One piece of sheet metal we will be doing while the chassis is out is actually the underside, because I can flip her over on her lid and make it really easy. So that's going to be a big help. And then just a couple pieces back there under that X and under the battery as well. The tubs have to wait till it goes back in the car because it has to fit the body line as well. And yeah, Sho'nuff on the inside. Let's move this thing.
Yeah, coolie.
Look at you guys carrying a whole car.
Yeah, as you can see, it's not that heavy.
Oh, Shane's still smiling.
Yeah. And I'm a big old wuss.
Well, we know that.
I know, I'm old. I don't like working too hard.
This side's not that easy to grab, but I got it.
But yeah.
Why is it upside down, bro?
Because I'm getting ready to cut some sheet metal for the floor here. And then also to fill in this section here. And get that stuff done while it's easy, while it's upside down.
So that's our floor right over there, right?
Yeah, we actually have quite a bit of material. We got 2 sheets of some 040 aluminum. Some real thin stuff here.
And that's for our floor.
This
and
is our
tubs,
floor,
right?
the wheel tubs, and some of the engine bay area. I'm gonna put some deflector shields, so if an engine goes kaboom,
It all goes to a catch
hits
pan.
it, and all of it will drain directly into our catch pan. So
Right on. And
Keep
what's
oil
the
from
thicker
out from
stuff
under
for?
And then the thicker stuff here, that's gonna be used to fab up a gas tank,
Okay.
you know, and any other little tanks or devices I might need to fab up out of aluminum.
So there you go. That's all the stuff that you're getting ready to do.
Yeah.
All right, get a floor in here. We'll see you later.
All right, well, I'm about to measure up the floor here, and we're gonna get some sheet metal cut. So, the big thing that really matters here first is the width of the floor from front to back. And I go to the center of the back bar to the center of the front kick bar, and that gives us 44.5 inches. And then this way doesn't quite reach all the way to the body itself if I go just to the framework. So I actually come over here and measure from the factory pinch fold to this factory pinch fold. And actually I already measured that, and it came out to 57 inches. And I wrote that down as a reminder right there, and 44.5 right there. And then I also measured up back here for this sheet that goes from here to here. It'll have a bend in it here, and it'll fasten up here, down back here. And after that, we'll drill a hole, and this is where an AN fitting will come back through for the back brake lines. So yeah, this piece is going to be 13.5 inches by 30 inches. Let's come back over here to the fab table. Got our first sheet of 040 up on here. We're gonna lay some measurements and cut them down with the shear here. All right, let's get to work.
Hold on.
I just got done transferring my measure at 57 inches because we got a 48 inch sheet. The other way I only need 44 and a half. So we'll make our long cut first. I got the marks there. I'm gonna go ahead and slide her into the shear. Shear extension on real quick.
Hey Brent, we might need you for a second.
Did you see the mark?
Yep, I am on the mark.
Alright. Still on the mark?
I'm still on the mark.
Perfect.
Okay, Brent, you want to jump on this side?
Oh, I will go. This is thin.
Okay.
First piece is cut.
Simple as pie. Well, that was easy enough.
Now I just got to mark it for another cut. Alrighty, well, I just got that sheet metal cut and I went ahead and set it on here. So that's gonna be the floor. And yes, I know there's a little overhang here. This overhang butts up to the seam fold at the bottom of the S2000 factory chassis pinch weld. So that's why that overhangs equally on both sides to give us a nice flat floor all the way across the bottom of Sho'nuff. Then came back here, I got this piece cut, and then to get it in there I had to give it a small break right down in here. And then I had to give it a couple little notches around these tubing joints, and then also here for our anti-roll bar mounts. And then at the end here, I went ahead and gave it a little bit of a Z fold, and that's to overlap the breather box, which again is going to close in more of the back area. And this last little square that's still open here, for now is just gonna have a cover plate, but it's also a spot where we can unbolt the cover plate and hang a bigger gas tank that could, you know, come into the trunk up to here and then come out of the car and kind of be like a clamshell bottom. And that should give us, you know, 8 to 9 gallons plus the 3 up front. Would help with something like Rocky Mountain Race Week. So that is kind of our thoughts and plans there. This is where we got going right now. So my next step now is to hold this down, and then I will drill through these little rivet joints through this and put clecos and start getting the holes all lined out for riveting. And yeah, we'll just keep on rocking and keep showing you progress as we keep making it. All right guys, well, I've just been fabbing away here. Drilled a whole bunch of little holes. You can see them just sticking through. Those are my good old Cleco pins. For those of you just tuning in, the Cleco pins are temporary rivets that look like this. Ooh. And got these cool little pliers that have a groove in them right there in this little end. Little groove grabs the collar here. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Over. Now I got it grabbed. When you squeeze it, those come out. These tips narrow. You can push it through the hole. When you come back, there's a little strap in the middle. Makes them get wider, and the little pushed out edges grab the hole and spring load pull it tight like a rivet. So I got a bunch of those hanging out down in here. Kind of hard to see them. There you kind of go. There's a few of them back in here. And then this other panel that I got, there's a couple holding it on as well. So we're just plugging along. Back last year, I had already built the engine drip tray. That's just sitting on here right now. So the engine plate comes to the back end of this and sits right in here. And then I still have to trim out all of this right here, this little section, because that'll end up being the transmission drip tray. So yeah, I'm getting ready to mark that out, and then we'll take the floor back off to cut that. And yeah, keep on making progress. Sho'nuff. Yeah.
Well guys, Sho'nuff is coming along great. I don't know where Shawn is, but I thought I would throw an ending to this just because. But for real guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.